Hello everyone, my name is Botanist Cool. Today we're finishing off these Lyran Commonwealth mechs. So what do we have to do on these guys? Well, the only thing we have to do on the mechs are the visors. The mechs themselves are pretty much done. The visors have to be done, and then the roads have to be done. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut those roads off, and we're gonna get them ready to be glued later on. And then we're gonna be done with the whole set of an armored combat box, which is kind of exciting. I don't know, like hell yeah! Look at that. We've done so much. Now remember, you gotta be very careful and very slow with these guys. It is gonna be tough, and you do not want to test your luck. Nice and slow. Do not worry. Give it a little bit of a seesaw motion. I've always found helps a little here and there. But too much pressure can actually hurt you. And hurt the mech. Or break the metal, and you don't want to do that because broken metal flying around can hurt you. And don't be afraid to replace these too, here and there. Like, you know, I've got a few, and I'm gonna probably replace this one tonight because I've used this one a couple of times already. It's just like, I'm done using it. I've used it like 2 or 3 times. Got a few things. I used it last week. This metal bit is probably like, you know, probably used it enough that's time to replace it. They're cheap, they're expendable. The tools, use them, get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? I bet you some people will be like, oh, you can make them last make them last quite a while. It's like, the answer is probably yes, but I'm not gonna do that if I feel like I've used a lot. Do not trust the integrity of it. I'm not gonna keep it, you know what I'm saying? And just be gentle. You're gonna be hard because I broke this guy's arm quite a while ago. And you can actually see kind of the glue that's still here, just like, ah, look at that glue. You're not gonna have to. But I broke his arm a while ago and I had to glue it back on. He's gonna be very hard to take apart because I don't want to put him like that and break his arm again. I feel guilty breaking his arm. And it sucks that like it's not like a plastic glue thing that can solve, because plastic glue is fantastic in terms of like gluing shit back together. It gets really strong. Like, I've broken things on my Warhammer minis that, holy shit, I put them back with plastic glue and they're stronger than ever. But then I break things with my Battletech minis, and it's like, shit, this is never gonna get back together, right? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna still tag it from the back here. That's why you want to be careful. So my finger was nowhere near the blade. Not comparatively, you know? But I don't have my finger under the blade either. I have my finger to the side, holding it here, and the blade in the middle. A little safety grip. I like a safety grip. Actually, what is the mini of the month this month? I've been meaning to check. Because, like, I know... Hold on. Let me check it real quick. Hold on. I'm curious. Hold on. Oh, it's a Chaos mini. Call Arms Family Miniatures Challenge underway from Arts. They are doing the Dark Growth Warriors. It's another Age of Sigmar mini. Okay. Yeah, it looks cool. I'll get it. I don't see why not. It's one of those, it's like, yeah, I just got it for having another mini. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to Warhammer minis, get the free ones. and buy your packs every once in a while. You know? Mini of the month is this Saturday, so go get it. You have a local Games Workshop near you. Get your free fucking mini. If anything, they're great practice. And maybe you'll enjoy painting something that you've never painted before. I say that as I have 7 of them in the background, like I haven't fucking painted yet. I've been meaning to paint them. I think I've actually put up a few polls to get some of them painted too. I don't even know which ones you guys want me to paint. But I just haven't painted them. And there's a few I want to paint on there too. Like some of them look really nice. I didn't get last month's Termagant. I just didn't care that much, if I'm being perfectly honest. And I have like so many Termagants already. You know what I'm saying? From that starter kit. So like I didn't care to get more Termagants, you know? Of course I didn't care, you know? We're getting a lot of plastic from underneath here. Getting a lot of plastic. I'm not sure if I'm cutting up the actual like thing here. Like it doesn't seem like I cut up a little bit, right? But we're getting a lot of plastic out from under his foot. I wanted to get this done before I got the cockpit starting to paint, but like, huh. That's gonna be a little hard, isn't it? If I can wiggle it off a little bit? I cannot. Okay. I was hoping I could. Cannot. No. Oh, there we go. Got some leverage now. That's going in there now. Nice. All right, we're gonna take a second, break off that one, try to go for the commando. Oh, that was easier. That went through all the glue that was on the face, and I could feel like that. There's like a little circle in these guys over here. Oh, there we go. Cut it off. It got it immediately. Nice. Place off this one. I got it. Now I just gotta do the other one. Actually, hold on. Let me do it. There we go. Commando was easy to get off. Good. So you see they have the glue. Hold it down, then they have this big piece of plastic right here. That's the big part you have to kind of saw through. Oh, that one came off easily. Never mind then. This one's just being a pain in the ass. Alright. One last leg to go on this one though. Oh, I heard it. I heard the glue kind of crack out of here. There we go. Hold on, can I just? I can. Wow. A lot easier than I thought it would be. Cool. So, we're done with these. I'm going to replace that on my own time. So, we'll get that done later on. You will not have to watch me do that. And we're just going to go straight to the roads. And then we're going to go to, the thingies, you know? We go to the cockpits. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Because the roads are going to need some time to dry. And when we give them the time to dry, we can do the cockpits. You know what I'm saying? Alright, Astro Grande, where are you? You can tell I recently just cleaned up my paint collection. I have all my paint in 1 or 2 boxes, and that's it. Here it is. This is Technical Astro Granite. Perfect. Give this brush a little crinkle crackle. It is my Astro Granite brush, basically. There's Astro Granite everywhere. And now we're going to put it through the vortexer. It does vortexing. There we go. I think that's enough for vortexing for now. Alright, it's done. Fuck, it's hard to pick up sometimes. Damn, why do people start texting me when I'm fucking painting and shit, man? I can't answer that shit. I'll answer that later. I was just curious about it, so I did read it. you know? Like one of them was like, oh, let me take a look at what it is. If it's important, I'll take care of it. If it's not, I won't. And it wasn't important, so I didn't take care of it, obviously. I love Monster Hunter music, it's really good. God damn, that shit's bop. Alright, that we put to the side now, let that dry. Let that dry. Not gonna touch that. Alright, so The cockpits are going to do something a little different. Usually we do a blue color. However, because everything's already blue here, we're going to do red. Like, there's usually like a red, yellow, orange color. I see that a lot in Battletech. I'm gonna do that this time. There we go. I'm gonna go with these 3 colors. Nice and easy. You know what I should do? I should get my fucking magnifying glasses out. These will be good. These will be good. Hmm? Oh, that's so much better. Ah, look at that bright light, baby. Got a little light on there. I think it's good. Let's actually use a smaller one because I'm gonna need that. Damn it, hold on. Got paint on me. Not a color I want to accidentally get on the blue or the white. Actually, let me also get rid of this. Because this technical paint in here now is just gunk and grit stuff, so like... Alright, gunk and grit and stuff is gone. Now we just have pure red. Or we have pure water just basically now. This could be a very quick stream. I don't know. Whenever I go like super zoomed in like this at like 3 times magnification, I hate it. I imagine that's not just... It's like I can see all those imperfections and those brush lines and all that kind of stuff, which is... happen normally. There we go. I could definitely like spice up a part here. It's really only a second. My gray sage. That's right. That's gray sear. Here we go. Here, let me fix a single part or two I see that I want to fix real bad. I'm gonna need a little bit of Cantor Blue. Not gonna need much. Oh, come on. Where's my Cantor Blue? There it is. See if we could be careful and just kind of. Areas. I did pin wash earlier, but you still see how it stains a few areas. It looks very run. Probably look better with the matte spray on it afterwards, but this just like miscellaneous. You know what I'm saying? I'm not happy with what I have on here. Then again, whenever am I happy when I use white, right? Or Calidor blue, whatever this middle hue. I'm off in it. Really well. Alright, let's get a little bit of orange out. So I got a little bit of orange on there. I didn't want to get too much. I want to get a little wet essentially before getting in there with the orange. Really giving it a layer. I don't want to get the whole thing to be orange. I want the bottom to be very heavy orange with a little glint of it on.
wet.
Okay, leave that there for now. Let it dry up. This one doesn't have a very big insight here, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of like hit some of those corners with the orange. Maybe we'll hit the center of the orange. What I wanna do. Going for this. Okay. How are these roads doing? They are still drying, but they are looking at it. It is like a can. Here is my astro granite. I don't remember where I put it anymore. I think I just did the potion. probably drive fast enough. The actual basics. Oh, there it is. Add a little bit more to even out some areas. It'll take a second longer to dry, but hey ho, what am I gonna do, right? We'll take like a 10-minute break when I have to give this shit a try. Everyone could use the restroom and relax and set out. Okay. A little bit more on here. Reshape it one more time. Then we finish the visors. And take a little bit of a break. Wow, I am literally only 30 minutes in. We're okay, give me a second. I'm gonna go over the outwards a couple more times, and then get onto the yellows. Alright. Oh, I didn't even get water. Alright. Alright. Okay. There we go. Sat down. Where's my Averland sunset? Averland sunset just looks a lot more, Averland sunset just looks a lot more industrial than a lot of my other yellows. My only other, like, 2 yellows. But, like, it really fits well. It looks very industrial. So much. We're gonna fix that with more orange. Blending it together. Okay. Want to do this over all of this. I'm gonna give it a bit of a orange tint. Maybe the red will actually coalesce it. Let's take a look. We can always edit it. Red. Let that dry. Okay. And I'll be back in 10. See you guys in a bit. Archimedes, thank you very much for the sub. How are you? I'm back now. Hello. Archimedes, thank you very much for the sub. I greatly appreciate it. That sub, for those who don't know, all subs are going to be going directly towards the charity event we're going to be having in July. That will include things like if you donate money, I will be selling some of these minis for donations, all that kind of stuff. So that'll be a lot of fun, I think. And I hope you guys are ready for that. Archimedes, thank you very much for the sub. I really greatly hope you're having a wonderful day. And yeah, so let's take a look at where these minis are now for the Lyran Commonwealth. We changed the color of their windows because we wanted to see if we can get them to look a little different, but here we are. Because everything else around them is blue, so like I didn't want to do blue for these guys again, so they look pretty sweet actually. I'm actually pretty happy with these so far. Look at that. The focus is not here though. Hold on, let me try. The lunar eclipse tomorrow. Hell yeah, there we go. There's one. A lunar eclipse tomorrow? That sounds awesome. Ew. It's looking good. Pretty happy with that actually. I didn't think I'd like it. And I prefer still the blue color glass because that makes a lot more sense to me. But it's not bad. Let's see if I can make it. Let's see if I can make it even better. I'm gonna try doing. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna put down my time to do my thing. 58. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be able to see the red moon. Nice. That is sick. I wonder if we'll be able to see it over here where I'm at. I don't know if we can. I'm gonna take a look though, because if there is a lunar eclipse, I may as well take a look at it. It'd be kind of cool. This one's not working. I'll have some pictures for my friend Jeremy. Yeah, please send them my way. I'd be grateful. I'd love to see it. Me? Love that kind of stuff. Please do. Shit, drop. Other than that, how's your day going, Archimedes? Very exciting, though. Be able to see. I really want to change. I'm gonna try that thin orange layer. That might. Go to one less you get the web, but worth it. Yeah, valid. Valid. There we go. Come back to later. See how these guys are. Oh, that's still wet. Got it. We have to wait more. We might just have to wait a little bit more before you even get to painting. Which will suck, but hey, that's kind of how it goes sometimes. It gets wet. Things get wet. I do not remember, but take a look at it. I'll tell you what it is. It's definitely below 32, obviously. I think at the point we're trying to get to like 11C, we're getting pretty close. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like in the negatives myself for Fahrenheit. It's 12.2. Okay, so that's pretty cold. That is pretty cold. 12.2. So when I know we start in the negative somewhere, start like literally colliding with Celsius being like nearly the same thing. We're pretty damn close at least. If I recall correctly, I don't know. Hold on. Celsius to Fahrenheit. He feels warm to me. Nice. That's good. Let's try negative. Negative 100 Celsius is negative 148. Fahrenheit, negative 48. So, negative 40 Celsius equals negative 40 Fahrenheit. Okay. So, negative 41 Celsius is negative 41.8 Fahrenheit. So, at negative 40, we start to differ, but we get closer. The closer we get to negative 40, we get, then we'll switch off a little bit. I personally prefer Celsius. I like Celsius more, but I get why Fahrenheit's a thing, especially for medicine, because you're fucking measuring the human body, not water. So I get it for medicine, but I prefer Celsius. Yeah, I mean, most of the metric stuff does, like, kilometer meters and stuff like that. They all make sense. Fahrenheit only makes sense in... Hey, it's the body. Okay? No, it's not really. You can't have just one thing you make sense and context to be used for everything, you know? I get why doctors... Hey, 100. Easier to... And just... manage things. That makes a lot of sense to me. At the same time, works better in science. Almost everything else. A funny anecdote, the magic system was conceived. The French were cloning a clock that counts 10. Clock that counts 10. The system was already the gold standard, so it's never used. Ah. I think the 24-hour clock. Then again, I don't know what a 10-hour clock would look. The 24-hour clock also goes pretty well with the sphere too. You know, it's rotational stuff. Actually, out of curiosity, can I just do this real quick? It's bothering me. Probably. This is actually broken, so I have to get rid of it. It's actually broken. I will have to get rid of that. Where is my gray seer? There it is. Alright, and then... these are done. Let them dry. I'll put a gloss varnish on them later for the windows, but other than that, I'm pretty much done with these guys. I don't want to touch them again. Alright. Fuck! Hold on. Hold on. That was my bad. There we go. Back up. There we go. Let's see. How are you? You're drying. You're drying. Alright, cool. Time to look up roads again! Oh, roads. Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. So let's just keep it simple. I don't want to go crazy on these roads, honestly. I want to keep these roads simple. I'm gonna get these guys done. And I want to enjoy my time. So we'll start with the Commandos road. We're gonna do a simple, it's a light mech. It's not gonna take up much space on the road. Paint is wasted on. That does make sense too. It's easier to divide up and understand than 24, but it would have created too much of a mix-up during transition. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So, I'm just gonna start with oops, shit. Oops. Where's my gray? Where's my gray? There it is. I have to look up how the 10-hour clock works one day, just so I can see it. I'm kind of curious about it now. Nice, easy, simple. So that will go here. For this one, we'll do a double lane. Come on. Oh shit, nice. A novelty item? Who doesn't love a good novelty item here and there? Shit, dropped it. What was I gonna do again? My mind was somewhere, and now it's... Oh, fuck, yeah, right. Okay, hold on. I actually need to get more Abaddon Black, or just like matte black in general. I am lacking. Okay. Hour clocks, huh? I wonder how long that would. Like, obviously it'd feel the same, but like mentally, like if you have 24 hours, you kind of divvy up the hours in 20 times and yada yada. Kind of have like a little bit like, I only got 1 hour left of work, and it's like, it's not too bad, right? But then you have if you have a 10-hour day, it's like, you have 2 hours of work. Get fucked, you know what I'm saying? And 2 hours, actually 8 hours. Like, I only got 1 hour left, and it's like, fuck, it's like half the day, you know? Or well, it's only a third, so like you would be working what, 2 to 3 hours? Out of it. Because you work 8 hours a day, and you'd work 3.5 or 3 and 1/3 hours a day. If we assume that we still have the same work schedule, right? In this alternate universe of 10 hours. That just kind of sucks, and it's just like, yeah, hey, okay, here I am. I have a 2-hour workday, cool. That 2 hours is all 8 hours. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I wonder how much that would just kind of... Don't have the mental like ability to be like, it's like, yeah, now I have 1/4 an hour. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I kind of like 24 hours solely for the fact that like you have more time segments in a day. You kind of divvy up easier without going into quarters and halves and all that kind of shit. Kind of like that. I don't think I'd like a 10-hour clock. I don't think I would. The more I think about it, the less attracted I am to that option. I like 10s for distance and weights and stuff like that. Not for time. Now if it was like 100 hours? What if we did a 100-hour clock, right? Hear me out. What if we did a 100-hour clock? So the day would be even more specified to what it is now. We have a 24-hour clock now. Basically, every 15 minutes would be 1 hour, right? Would that feel better than having a 10-hour clock? If we had a 100-hour clock, right? Would that feel better than a 10-hour clock? I would... Kind of sucks too. Yeah. Because here's the thing, right? Here's what I'm getting at, right? A 10-hour clock, a 10-hour day sucks. Because if you're working and you're working 3.5 hours a day, you can't look at the clock and say I have 1 hour. Then you're like, oh, I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm so close. You look at the fucking clock. It's like I have 1 hour left. Shit, it's gonna be like still like a third of my waking time, right? You don't have... It's a lot less time for a lot more... You know, like... It's a lot less time for a lot more, like, experiencing said time. So, like, it's like, shit, this kind of sucks. I now have a whole thing where it's like, screw me. It's 50 hours, it's 12 hours and 24 base. Yeah, 50 might work. Then, or like every half hour is like a fucking... We're essentially every half hour is a fucking... But is that too much too? Like, it's like, yeah. Is 24 just a nice number because I'm used to it? Or is 24 a nice number because like it does kind of just track, right? Because like... I don't know. I think it's probably because I'm used to it more or less. But like 24 does just seem like a very nice number. For the fucking hours. I'm also just getting rid of a bunch of this gunky paint because like it's been keeping my pot open, drying up the inside of the paint more. So I gotta get rid of it. Well, yeah, probably. But like, I'm more used to inches and feet, but I prefer fucking kilometers and meters and shit. You know? That makes sense. Time isn't distance though. Time and distance are two very different things. I feel like for time, I really like 24 hours. And I think 10 hours is just like too little time for the same experience, right? It doesn't divvy up time enough for me, right? Yeah, it doesn't divvy up time enough for me, I don't think. 10 hours doesn't have enough hours in it for me. Like personally, right? So I don't like that. However, I'm wondering if 100's too many, right? 100 may be too many. Have a comma in your series instead of numbers having much. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. Listen. I don't like. I'm not saying anything. Distance, I agree. Distance is all like I like meters and kilometers for distance a lot more than I like miles and feet. I fucking hate the fact that it's 12 inches for a fucking like foot. That's annoying as shit, right? But when it comes to time, I really think 24 hours just kind of like this weird, nice in between. It just kind of works actually. You can also do decimals with 10 hours, like 10-2, 10-5, so it's one. Yeah, but like, it's still 10 hours. That's the point, it's 10 hours. I don't want a 3-hour workday that's equivalent to that of 8 hours, you know what I'm saying? Oh, hun, we have a party in an hour. Okay, an hour's what? Fucking 3 hours from then? It feels, it's one of those where it's just like, it feels like there's such an inconvenience in distance of time. You know? Now, like, the 1 hour mark seems very inconvenient to mention. But why mention half an hour? You know what I'm saying? But like half an hour is just inconvenient to speak it out. Why? It's just like, it's like, hey, listen, you can measure this in 1 hour, or you can measure this in half hours. But if you're measuring only in half hours, why not make the half hours full hours? You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with that thought form. Like, if I'm gonna say like, hey, I want this base number here, but this number actually is going to be so long and annoying that no one's going to use this number on its own for like the one base. Therefore, we're gonna have to be using half hours. You know, that's just stupid. I don't like that. Numbers are very fun, yeah. Numbers are very fun. They're hell on earth. I love math. I think in theory it's a lot of fun to make new times, but I think the 24-hour thing we nailed. I think 24 hours we nailed it. I think that was fun. I don't mind like learning new distances and shit. I think that's fun. Temperatures, I think that's fun. New time, I think we nailed that. I think that's one that we got in the bag. I think a 24-hour clock with 60 minutes, I think we got that in the bag. Welcome back from ads, everyone. If you didn't have ads as you subscribed, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. All the money's gonna be going to the charity event we're doing in July for the next few months, which means we'll have either more giveaways or sell more things, or I'll be able to ship more things, yada yada yada. I'm even gonna take a look into international shipping for some things. I can't do giveaways internationally. People do donate internationally enough. I could probably sell or give physical, which would be sick. I'm not against. It's it's very convenient. Yeah. I think they nailed it. Was it the ancient Egyptians who did the 24-hour system first? I wouldn't be surprised.
Shining in the night, upon wings you'll fly, hope from the dark, brightening the sky, just like the sun, our salvation, enlightened by.
They were the ones who created the quadrant, the line that makes the hours. Ah, I gotcha. Cool.
Oh, sacred star, light our way.
So I started watching this great documentary called Ancient Aliens, right? No, I'm kidding.
Upon your way into the sky, soaring ever high beyond
Oh, that was funny.
anywhere.
I did actually start watching a little bit of Ancient Aliens, specifically from a YouTube video that is critiquing it and how dishonest it is and the architecture and shit and all that kind of stuff. So that's how I'm watching it, Ancient Aliens. I'm not actually watching Ancient. Had enough of that. I've had someone was texting me like, "Hey, do you think this video is real? It's an AI shitty video of dragons, and this guy's talking about how we live in a world with dragons and it's a very spiritual world, and the government doesn't." And that the dragons use fucking gold to connect to the aether and fly. Shit like that. I don't know how to respond. I didn't. I just let it be. Alright, I'm gonna get glue. Be right back.
Is painted blue. Oh, sacred star, bring us hope.
Oh, the glue's on my desk. How did I miss it? The glue's literally on my desk. See? Glue's there. But before we show off the glue, not the best I've done, I'll be honest, especially on the front part. I think it looks nice. 2 roads, looks solid, nice and easy. Let me get a little bit of black on the bottom actually, but yeah, probably. No, those this person I think would very much so enjoy the views of a certain mustachioed dictator. But I don't talk to them very often. But it sucks when you're related to them. I must have heard a few people out there who feels the exact same way I do about their realm. Hey. I know, thank you. Alright, so, we're gonna glue these guys on. Dry. I haven't decided what to do with you. If I want to cut you off. You'd only have one leg to stand on. I would just paint it black so that it just doesn't exist. Like, you know how they have ninjas painted in black in old fucking plays because it's like, that's supposed to be actually a piece of the background. So they just do the same for this guy. This could be like, hey, this is not supposed to exist, and I'm painting in black to show that it's not. Not true. I'm gonna let this shit rest for a second, start cleaning up. Actually, let's also replace the blade. I'm also gonna replace this blade real quick. Have a second. We could wrap this up in some of the stuff here. Get nice and safe and shit like that. I know someone in my sort of his family is younger than me wants to join psychology, still thinks. I don't know who Jordan Peterson is, but I'm trusting that that's not a good thing. I'm trusting that's a very not good thing, I'm assuming. From the context, it's probably not a good thing, huh? You can DM me all about Jordan if you want. That way we don't need to bring him into the stream. And the glue's got on my fingers. Fuck me, huh? What was I doing again? Oh yeah, I'm replacing the blade. That's right. Nice. Placed. Alright. I'm gonna go get these guys a little bit of a spritz. I'll be right back. Well, you know, he's got his license to practice revoked. Oh, fuck that guy. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. What do you know then? Asshole. An idiot. Moron. What else do I need to say? Alright, I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna start cleaning up and I'll be right back. Ah, got you. Got you. So he's like a fucking, what's his name? Charlie Kirk kind of guy. That apparently he used to be licensed for medicine or some shit. Alright, so. Oh, I haven't even finished cleaning up. Hold on, one more thing. Alright. Cool beans. So. Did I miss a pot on my head? No, it's fine. I just shaved my head today. And, like, did I just miss a spot on my head? No, I did not. That's good. Give it another second to dry. I won't take a breather. Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna show you now. All right. I'm not too happy with the front because I did just kind of rush it. Maybe I'll fix it later, but yeah. Lyran Commonwealth Mechs. I'm gonna fix these in the future. I just don't want to do it. I've done better. Hold on. No, I'm doing it now. No, I'm doing it now. Give me a second. We're doing it now. We're doing it fucking now. Oh, alright. We're doing it now. I decided we're doing it now. Jesus Christ, alright. My gut's not gonna let me not do it. Fucking That's what my mistake was when I saw the other ones. I'm like, fuck it, let me fix it real quick. Not gonna be real. I have to give it another spray later, but probably not. It's just the front. It's fine. I'm gonna paint something. I want to paint it to be proud of it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot about these mechs specifically that I don't care too much about because, like, broke one and yada yada. But you know. Fucking at least hit it off on a high note, you know? I'm not gonna let myself skimp out on fucking good work I know I could do. You know? Dry. Good night. Enjoy the eclipse. Send pictures. shit! It wasn't dry all the way. That's not good. Which means, oh shit. Okay, cool. Somebody very fun to deal with. I fucked up. Who will glue yourself down now, please? You are dry though, that's good. That one I kind of fucked up in a different way. Yeah, no, because of rushing. No. Mm. There's like a chunk in here. Do I have anything to poke it out with?
レベアリーナロースターにあるシビリエケフィラオネトフィラエフェラディオソンカメセノラエラトイマティアシテルオネトゥイラエビラティエソクラオフィアメレジェテノフィラオロミフィアメビシレレガルコイビネラテルシミアメトプロシマロスタエノシリエフィラエスティクアフレソトゥオジフリエイノレロスタリアルエレティマルディシビリエケフィラトオネトラシアプレシエタビラティエソクラオフィアメコロアノレディエマフィアメビシレレガルコイビネラテルシミアメトエネポミネパルシト
Sorry guys, just give me one moment. I'm fixing something up real quick. Well, I'm trying to at least. Okay, I fixed it. Alright, let's get looking at these guys. Almost dropped them. They are looking swell. They are looking very swell. Shit, I'm gonna have to repair some of this. God damn it. Alright, well, I'll do that later. Either way. Wait, hold on. Give me a second. There we go. There we go. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you're watching us on YouTube, I hope you had a good one. Stay safe. Stay Botanist Cool. We'll see you soon, YouTube. Bye! I like these guys. Good.